Today, I want to show you the latest edition, the new Apple Watch Ultra 2. It is massive and it feels way different. My name is Raul. I talk a lot about traveling, technology, credit card, point churning. And if you want to stay in touch, subscribe to the channel, get the notification bell, and also follow my different social media channels. I know what you're here for, so let's open this thing up. Shout out to Apple because this is the first carbon neutral product they've ever made, from boxing all the way to the device itself. Ooh, check this out. It's like a wave. The band that I chose is the Ocean band. And here's the Apple Watch. Oh, look at this. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool artsy photos. And of course, the main guy. Ooh. Inside the package, you're going to find your charging cable. This one is, again, braided. It makes the cable more durable. And the Apple Watch. Man, this thing is heavy. Now, right off the bat, this is quite much bigger than my 45 millimeter, and it's quite more robust. It feels just much nicer. And the reason is because it is made out of titanium. The screen is also supposed to be almost indestructible. It's supposed to be scratch-free. I still got the Apple Care because I don't trust it. On this side where the crown goes on the regular Apple Watch, you see that it's flat and the crown just pops out. But on this version, there's like a side to it where both the button and the crown sit at. The crown has a highlight orange, which matches a lot with the orange band, but I didn't want to get it. And so does the button. Like, I don't really understand why the bands are so expensive, to be honest. This one is very blue. Much more blue than I thought it was gonna be. This is the band that Apple recommends for people that do water sports. I live in Southern California. I surf pretty much every day, and I wanted a band that can not only stay, but also that dries faster. And then looking at the Alpine Loop and other bands, I realized that this was the best call. It also stretches, which is great for the winter season when you're wearing your wetsuit. If you're using a 4.3 maybe, it doesn't fit, so you can put it on top. You will most likely lose the readouts of like the calories with the sensors, but at least it's gonna fit. In addition to that, Apple sells an extension, and that extension makes the loop bigger. I really don't like the blue on this band. Like, I really don't. Love this band. Like, I think this band is epic, but it's unfortunate that they don't sell that. This is how it looks in your wrist. You can see the big size difference. It is massive and it feels way different in the beginning. I think if you have a smaller wrist or you're a smaller person, you may feel a big difference on that. This is obviously a first view, and I'm telling you things like if I had this thing for years, but let's be real, there's not that many changes between Apple Watches. This is just bigger, same interface, same everything, with a few new features and with better battery. It's very familiar. You're gonna feel like at home, just at a bigger home. As I mentioned, I surf every day, but I also try to go to the gym every day. I love counting my calories, my steps, and all of that. With 2 hours of surfing in the morning and 1 hour of workout at night, and obviously like all the tracking that happens through the day, it was never lasting that long. So battery life was something very important for me. This screen is not only big, but it's extremely bright. They up 1000 nits from the already bright screen to 3000 nit total, which makes the screen very visible when there's harsh light, but also it works as a flashlight, a very powerful flashlight. I don't know how often you're gonna use that flashlight, but you know, it's cool to have. There's this button that everybody talks about. It's called the action button. That some people say it's kind of like gimmicky, some other people use it, but who knows. This device is targeted to people that are very active. I'm not one of those, but I do appreciate the longer battery, the better screen, the bigger screen, the better processor, and all of that. There are a few new features that have been released. Others are still being released later on during the year. One of them is double click. I don't know, they keep saying it's like brand new, but I remember having it active on my 7. I don't know why they keep saying it's new. Maybe I'm getting confused on what it is, but if you guys know, let me know. There's other things happening inside this Apple Watch, and one of them is the upgraded chip. It's supposed to be much faster, and it allows Siri to do a lot of the processing that doesn't require the internet very fast and on device. But is it worth the upgrade? That's the question. That's why I wanted to make this video. And I already have it here. I love it. But $800 is a lot of money. I think you should wait for the Ultra 3. The Ultra 1 was version 1, Ultra 2 was its kind of like small upgrade, and I think the Ultra 3 is going to be something different. I really hope so, because if not, then we're gonna keep doing the same thing over and over, just like we've been doing with the Apple Watch, right? Anything above 7, I don't think it's worth it. I think you could wait another year and get the next version. You can get the Ultra 1. I've seen it down to 700, or you can get it secondhand for about 500. I've seen it down to 400. But understand that there's battery degradation coming when buying a used device. Maybe save that money and get a 45, which is literally half the price. If you have an Ultra version 1, I don't think you should upgrade. I would say maybe save that money. For me, it was worth it. I'm a bigger guy, I love that battery, I love big screens, so I think this was a good buy. Well, I do hope you enjoyed this small video. If you're interested in watching my first impressions on the iPhone 15 Pro Max and the iPhone Pro, you can subscribe to the channel. And also, please feel free to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Would love to become friends. I will see you on my next video, okay? And until then, go out, make some friends, and have fun. Ciao.